4E. What is the maximum number of 3 by 3 by 2 bricks that will fit in a box that has dimensions of 13 by 8 by 4 bricks? Box, without exceeding the dimensions of the box. So basically we're finding out how much of these bricks can fit in here. Well, what I'm going to do first is actually draw this box. So I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger so that we can visualize it more. And as I'm doing this, I want you to think about how can we figure out this question? What's it asking for? So, did you think of something? Well, here's what I thought of. So first we can find a side length that hopefully is a direct factor of the larger boxes. For example, 2 and 4 over here. And that's important because then we know how much in that dimension we can have. So for example, I know that we're gonna now have we would have 2 stacks of bricks, but I still now need to find out the other ones, which we will use division to solve. So I want you to think about that for a moment. What can we use? And what would this diagram of the box be helpful for? And I know it's not perfect, but I'm going to try my best, all right? Okay, one more line. Yep, that's good enough. And I'm going to be drawing dotted lines right there. Okay. So we do know that this side length over here is 4. This is 8. And this is 13. And I have it out nice and big. So let's look at the dimensions of the bricks right now. We know that its height is 2. So that's actually going to, just going to quickly draw, you know what, I'm going to use green. So we know that it's going to cut right half through the height dimension because we know that it's 2. So 2 and 2, we know that. All right. Now let's check out the width. How do we find out the width? Well, let's first do 8 divided by 3. After you do the division, you'll find that it's actually 2 with a remainder of 2. All right. So it means that, and 2 times 3 gives us really close to 8, but not quite, 6. So we do know that it actually stretches, this line right here stretches out a bit more, maybe to like over here. And this is a 6. Okay? And we do know that we can have 2 of these bricks over here. Now the question is, what about this over here, the last one, 3 and 13? Well, we do the same thing. 13 divided by 3 is equal to 4 with a remainder of 1. So now we do know that it's going to come right about actually over here, because it's not quite, there's still that remainder of 1, remember. But that's going to get us pretty close, right? So we can do that for the bricks. And yeah, so it's gonna go straight up like that, and we're going to have the shape, the line right here. going across, then obviously going down, but okay, so yeah, so okay, and we know that it's this line coming in parallel right here. Okay, so we do know that this is the brick so far, and how much? Well, we do know that it's 3 by 3 and there's 4. So 1, 2, 3, right? So let's count how much bricks do we have now? Well, it seems like I'm going to draw approximate lines over here. It seems like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, okay, we have that, but we still have this empty space over here. Don't forget about that. Can we fit any extras over here? And to answer that question, I'm going to turn to blue, okay? Blue. So, over here, what is the remainder? 2. And over here, what is the remainder? 1. So, we have 13 times 2, that's 26, times 4. What's 26 times 4? Well, after you do the math, you get 24 times 4 is equal to 104. And what's 3 times 3 times 2? 3 times 3 times 2 is 18. So is it possible we can fit any 18 sized bricks in here? Well, we do know that the height, so we can actually slant it over here. We do know that the height over here, so it would only be one layer actually. And now we're gonna see the 4. Well, it's going to just be about over here. It's not going to be completely to the top because we do know that its height, so right now it's tilted, so really its width is 3, this height is 4, so we're going to have a remainder of 1 over here, but really this is 3. And how much is the width? Well, we do know that this is the other 3 right here, so we can actually put 4 over here with a remainder of 1, so 1, 2, 3. Okay? So then now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So add it on. So that would be 4 plus the one we had before, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, which the end equals 20. So 20 is our answer.